Hello, everyone. So there was a game yesterday with South Carolina versus Vanderbilt. This is the women's college basketball game. And whoa, South Carolina whooped Vanderbilt's behind. I kind of felt sorry for Vanderbilt because they lost so bad. The final score was 30. Vanderbilt had 30, and South Carolina had, I know I wrote it down. They had 85. So score was 85 to 30. South Carolina had 85. Vanderbilt had 30. So it showed it's I'm basically telling you how bad South Carolina beat them. Because I was just like, oh my gosh. Like that was just a piece of cake for South Carolina. So anyway, I want to talk about South Carolina first. So there was a girl that started with South Carolina yesterday when they played the game, like when they showed the starting five, and that was my first time hearing about her. Maybe she was on the bench all this time. I don't know what was going on, but when she was playing, I was like, well, where this girl been at this whole time? Because Don Staley should have been putting her in when Zaya Cook was screwing up on the court. So this girl named, so I know I normally talk about the other players, but I'm not in a way because we basically already know how these other players play. I want to talk about this girl because she came in playing good as hell yesterday. And I was like, Don Staley should have been putting her in the game. So this girl name is Lily Grissett. Like I feel like I'm a fan already because I like how she played, and I hope Don Staley put her in more. Because to me, I felt like she plays better than Zaya Cook. Like that girl can actually play. And then I want to talk about Destiny Henderson. She scored a lot of threes, like more threes than you know prior to her other games. Because I seen her score 3-point shots when they played other teams. But it just appeared that by watching this game yesterday, she scored a lot of 3-point shots. Like maybe five threes, I would say. It looked like she scored quite a lot or quite a few. I know Destiny Littleton, she scores a 3-point shot. So the 3-point shooters are mainly Littleton and Henderson. Those are the ones we can depend on right now for the 3-point shots. I would say Aaliyah Boston. She's on and off with the 3-point shots, but the ones that do the 3-point shots the most are Henderson and Littleton. But Grissett, this girl Grissett was playing her ass off yesterday. So today is Tuesday, which is January 25th. Yesterday was January 24th, Monday. They had a game yesterday, and I believe they played maybe around 7:30 yesterday on SEC. So it was January 24th, Monday, 7:30 on the SEC Network channel. So with Lily Grissett, I know they mentioned that she already had 9 points in the first quarter. So they said it was her first time starting, like being in the starting five. I guess she was stepping in for Zaya Cook, but she played good. She plays just as good as Zaya Cook, or possibly better. They said this is her first start of the year. And then she actually knocked down her first 3-point shot yesterday of the season. So I'm wondering, was she sitting down all this time? Like, was yesterday her first time playing? It looks like it because she should have been in the game. Or maybe there were times where she probably was in the game, or she just wasn't getting the minutes that she should. That could be one of the reasons, because you basically know who the players are when they're in the game long enough. And sometimes it's hard to remember some players when they don't get enough minutes. Maybe she was never getting enough minutes, but she needs more minutes. She needs to be put in the game more. I hope Don Staley put her in more because I was very impressed how Grissett played yesterday. Now, I want to talk about Vanderbilt. I don't know what's going on with Vanderbilt. Um, I thought years ago they were much better than how they are now. I know they have Shay Ralph as their coach. This is her first time being a head coach, I believe, like her first year with them, because I know she's been a head coach for quite a long time. And not a head coach, I'm sorry. She's been assistant coaching for years. I know she was Gina Oriemo's, or I don't know if I'm saying his last name, but I'll say Gino. The coach Gino from UConn, I know she was his assistant coach for years. And this could be her first time being a coach. Maybe she has a lot to learning to do, but I believe the way the players play on the court have something to do with the coach. And Shay Ralph, she needs some tips. She needs to do something because that score was bad yesterday. With her first time coaching, she needs, it's a lot of growth. She has a lot of learning to do as a coach. Because they shouldn't have been at no 30. 30 to 85, come on. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I would be honest with you, when I watched the game, I got a little bored because I figured South Carolina was beating them so bad. There was nothing else to do at this point. So I kind of like dozed off a little. Then I woke back up and I saw maybe the game was almost over. They were like in the fourth quarter and South Carolina was beating them bad. So I was like, well, you know, South Carolina was beating them anyway. So I kind of, it already made me figure out what went wrong in the game. And all I have to say is what I liked, I think they showed this after the game. What I did like when the game was over, that they showed clips of how South Carolina practice when they're not playing. They show different clips how the assistant coaches be practicing with them and what they do during practice time. I did like those clips. I do wish they do like a 30-minute show on South Carolina and Don Staley just to show what they do when they're not playing on the court, just to show how they practice and everything. With Vanderbilt, like in the beginning of the game, I know they was like trying to force South Carolina to do outside shots, and then they had good defense. It was like on and off with good defense. But with the outside shots, you have like Destiny Henderson or Littleton that may shoot those threes. So I would say for other teams, you want to stop South Carolina. Because I know I said you got to double team on Aaliyah Boston. Continue to do that. You have to continue to double team on Aaliyah Boston or triple team. Now, I'm giving you another tip. You have to start double teaming Destiny Henderson now. She's another target. You got to double team on Destiny Henderson. You got to double team on maybe Amir her. That's her last name because she played okay yesterday. She may need to be double teamed. Destiny Littleton may need to be triple teamed. Her. And then I would say there's another girl that's good. You have Bree Bell. She's pretty good. She may need to be double teamed. But I'm going to put it like this. The main scorers, the people that score a lot, that's like consistent with the scoring, I would say double team or triple team on Destiny. And then I would say Aaliyah Boston. Those are the targets. Destiny Henderson. And then you have Aaliyah Boston. And I would say Zaya Cook, because I know when Zaya Cook get back in the game eventually, she's going to be another one that's going to be scoring. She's another target. Now, this Grissett girl, that's the fourth one. That's another target you got to get at. Double team on these chicks in order to win. Do not be afraid to double team on them because that's the reason why they win it. Like, there's no double teaming on these people. Like South Carolina, they have to be forced to shoot on the outside because I know they like to give it to the middle, which is Aaliyah Boston. But now with the outside, you force them to shoot jumpers, or you have to give the ball to Destiny Henderson, who's going to shoot the 3 point shots, or Littleton, who may shoot the 3 point shots. Now, for the outside, remember, you can force South Carolina to shoot on the outside, but you have to double team Henderson, Littleton. I would say Grissett. I'll throw her in the mix now. But anyway, the score with Vanderbilt was 30. South Carolina had 85. So I'm going to end it from here. I still try to keep up with South Carolina. I don't know when they're going to play on TV again. There are other teams that are probably playing. I don't know if they're playing tonight. I have to check my TV guide on my television to see who's playing. Or maybe there's games tonight and they're not showing them on national television. But I'm going to see. There may be a game tomorrow. You just have to check throughout the week. But I know they do play a lot on weekends, like Saturdays and Sundays. And that is about it. Have a great night.